Good morning and welcome to 2024. It is officially the new year. 2023 was definitely a year of a lot of firsts. I finally started the art business that I've wanted my entire life. I moved into a more stable environment where I'm not the only adult pulling the finances, so that's been really, really nice. My mental health has been improving a lot, amongst many, many other things. So I thought it would be really nice to go through all of our wins, some of our losses, how you want to turn some of those losses into new wins, figure out how to strategize everything that we possibly did wrong in 2023, and figure out how to make it right in 2024. So come along with me. So I wrote down a lot of it. What have I accomplished? Like I stated a minute ago, starting my art business has been number one, and it's the most fruitful thing that I have done for myself recently. Of course, other than being a mom, that is the most fruitful thing in the world. I was given my dream car back in February of 2023, so it's almost been a full year since I've had it, and I still love it. Toyota knows what they're doing. I love Toyotas. I will never go back to any other vehicle. It is Camry for the win. I love it. Love it. My mental health has also been a huge struggling factor for me most of my life. If you know me in person, or if you've known me for any length of time, then you know that I had a pretty wild upbringing, for sure. I wasn't the most safe place to be as a child, and I bounced from foster home to foster home, and I've always just been kind of like that one orphan kid trying to find their spot in life. So really the only true family I have is my foster mother and both of the children that I created. Now, with getting my mental health on track and getting into the living position that I've been in a year, as well as switching from an industry I did not want to be in, I can proudly say that I am no longer in survival mode, and that is just wow. Just wow. It's been a very crazy life. I am 34 years old, and I feel like I could write multiple books, with each book volume being a different year, because this shit is wild. So now that we've gone over the things that have made me happy for this year, let's go ahead and deep dive into what were my struggles other than mental health and finances. With being a full-time mom and also now starting a brand new business that I've not done before, trying to find a work-life balance is definitely in one of my struggles, and I would like to improve that for sure. I'm kind of a workaholic, and it has been made a lot worse lately. So I gotta work on that, as well as getting more online sales. Business is picking up for us really well, and my art and everything that we are making is having a really good impression on the crowds that we want to have. It is the lack of my marketing and having marketing strategies that I've not gotten my Etsy or my online shop onto where I want to be. I'm also not 100% sure if I want to stick with Etsy. I do like their platform. It is convenient because there's a lot of people that are already on it, but they have a lot of fees. So they're basically, it feels like they're taking like 50 to 60% a lot of the time. And as a poor single mother of two special needs children, well, I'm also special needs, not liking that very much. So I'm going to try and figure that out as well. What are my goals for 2024? The main goal is I want to open a live art studio. I want a space that isn't my bedroom, and I want it to be half retail storefront so people can come in and purchase the art, but I also want like 2/3 of it to be my art studio. That's where I go to make all of my messes and leave all of my messes. I also would like to be able to pull a lot of the stuff that I have in my storage unit and put it into my live art studio, because I am paying over $300 for my storage space, and I've had that for a little over a year now, so you do the math. I'm not the happiest camper on that aspect, you know? With that being said, I also want to start doing live art classes. I used to teach art. I've done it many times. I've done one-on-one tutoring, and I've done like live, just huge classes. We used to own a studio space back in 2012 where I would teach side classes with my photography business, and I miss doing stuff like that. So definitely get a live art studio, get it up and running, get the retail spot in it running, and then like maybe once or twice a month have a huge art event where I just teach anything from the basics all the way to advances. So we can start with color theory, and we can start with how to get things into proportions, work on perspective, all of that fun stuff. I would absolutely love to get that back in my life. Another goal for my art business is to get into an artist alley. I do have to say that that one is almost pretty much hammer tight. Like, I got that shit. So, I think on the 30th, I had hit up the convention center and I put myself onto the cancellation list for the Albuquerque Comic-Con, which is this month. I've got like 3 weeks to prepare, but yesterday I received an email from them stating that they have spaces open for the artist alley. So my goal is to snag that as quickly as possible and do the Comic-Con. I'm going to absolutely make costume for it. I'm gonna go cosplay. We'll do a video on making that, but it's gonna be a blast. So I love that I have that one written down and that it's already so tangible. What changes do I want to make for my personal growth? We've already gone through everything that I want for my career, but what is everything that I want for me personally? The main always being financial independence. That has always been a struggle. I know it's a struggle for everyone that's human on this planet. It is just what it is. But being able to find financial stability and not have to panic or go to sleep worrying or being like, well, I can pay this and not this. And I would like to close that chapter in my life. Another one, again, as I had said earlier, with having a business and everything, finding a work-life balance would be everything. I work a lot, but I also feel like my romantic relationship as well as my relationship with my children is a little bit strained, just because I haven't been able to give them all of the love and affection that I typically would. The last one would be less insecurities. For someone that has lived the life that I have and has been in the circumstances that I have, I struggle with a lot of insecurities, a lot of abandonment issues, and many other issues. But as I can feel myself becoming more comfortable in my life, with my environment and my career and everything, I feel like slowly it's going to help build me up to be the person that I know I can be, and not this timid little afraid whatever the fuck I am. I'm so anxious. I'm so inverted. Basically a hikikomori, but definitely to find more security in myself and not worry so much, and just being like, everything is what it is. I can't control it. I have no control over most of the things in my life. All I can do is remember to keep a smile on my face and my head up high, and just whatever will be will be. Que sera, sera. The last one, what life changes do we want? Well, like I said earlier, leasing an art studio. Finding a retail live art studio spot is number one on the list, and hopefully I will accomplish that as soon as possible. The other one is to find a small house. As much as I am very thankful for being in this living situation, I'm also very, very introverted and a messy person. So I feel like it would be nice to get back on my own. I lived on my own pretty much since I was like 15 years old. Yeah, I ran away when I was 15, and I've just been on the run and the move since. So this is my first roommate experience that I've had since being married. So it's definitely new and interesting. A lot of it has a lot of pluses, but at the same time, I'm a messy person. And the whole storage unit space, like being worried about losing all of my stuff while still paying rent here and keeping all my stuff in storage, it's financially not making sense to me. So I would like to change that. I think finding a cute little house for me and the kids would be awesome. It would be even better if it had a little garage or a shed in the backyard, anything, and something that is relatively affordable. The Albuquerque real estate market is kind of weird right now. Everything is coming down in prices, thankfully. And it seems like it's slowly becoming cheaper to purchase than it is to rent, although I'm not in a position where I feel I'm financially capable of owning. Because at least when I'm renting, I could be like, hey, this broke. But once I own something, I gotta be like, hey, Katie, we broke that. Let's fix it now. Along with having a live art space and a new home, I would also like to take a ridiculous idea and bring it to fruition. I want a tuk-tuk. I've always wanted a tuk-tuk. I fucking love tuk-tuks. They are the cutest thing. Like little motorized rickshaw. I love this thing and I want it. But I also want to convert it into a mobile art studio. So when I'm not working on my brick and mortar, then I can be out doing events and stuff with my tuk-tuk. That, and I just really want a tuk-tuk. On a different video, I'll show you guys like the plans that I have for that, how I would want it to happen, and fingers crossed. I found tuk-tuks in Albuquerque. My partner told me and showed me where there are tuk-tuks in Albuquerque. So it's a lot more tangible as well. Like I can taste the tuk-tuk. Another life change goal that I have is, again, with what I said earlier, correlating with making more online sales. One of the current goals I have written down is make at least 5 Etsy sales a week. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're starting off and beginning, it is everything. And so as I slowly build that up and my repertoire and my clientele and getting them familiar with my art as well as the quality and making sure that I can produce everything that I want to produce at the quality that I desire it to be. So here's to getting 5 sales once a week on my Etsy account starting in 2024. Then another obvious one with this YouTube video is I want to monetize on YouTube. A couple years ago, I was a partner on Twitch. I still technically am. With my living situation, it's harder to go live. It's not always the quietest place, and there are a lot of rules and stuff getting around going live. But I think it would be really cool to be monetized here on YouTube, since I'm not really on Twitch anymore. And the last three would be paint a mural. I feel like that one is going to be a little bit difficult. I need to build my portfolio back up. I need to be able to prove what I am capable of doing. I find it really hard to find any of my past work. Everything that's on my hard drives, like I have so many external hard drives, but all of it really just seems to be my modeling and photography work. So trying to find my past murals or larger paintings is proving to be slightly impossible. So what I need to be doing for 2024 is rebuilding my repertoire of paintings and art, so I can show my skills and what I'm capable of doing, so that then I can start applying for doing a wall mural. So I feel realistically the closest way that I'm going to get to that goal is to get the live art studio, get it up and running, paint the mural there at the live art studio, and film it for YouTube. So we're slowly tying everything into each other. These last two go hand in hand. Start dance classes and get back into shape. Earlier this year in 2020, I believe it was March, I'm really bad at remembering dates, but I had finally gotten the hysterectomy that I have been trying to get for a decade now. That has been absolutely life-changing. I will do an update video on that more. But since my surgery, I have not stepped foot into the gym, and that is a shame. I actually really do like going to the gym. It's a great way to start off the morning, great way to get my brain just up and energized and on the levels that I need it to be chemically. And so I think it would be really nice to, I know it's very cliche, but to get back into the gym for New Year's. I used to be really on it. Like I said, having the hysterectomy and stuff threw me off of it, and I'm ready to get back into it. But not only do I want to go to the gym, I also want to start doing dance classes again. Most people don't know this about me, but when I was growing up, I was a ballerina, a tap dancer, and a cheerleader, which is bizarre. Me, a cheerleader. Yeah, that shit happened. I also used to do belly dance in high school, and right now in my life, I don't have any form of dance other than shaking my booty in the car, which isn't really doing anything for me. So definitely get back into dance classes and get back into the gym. And that's currently what I have going on for 2024 plans. I don't want to overload myself, but I do definitely want to go into this year just full blazing. I feel that a lot of the goals I already have are very tangible and very close. So I know this is going to be a good year. I just got to keep working, and also don't overwork, don't burn out, and remember to make time for TLC, self-care, and cuddling my babies, which is all of the self-care. So with that being said, feel free to keep me accountable. If not, I'm anxious. I will definitely keep myself accountable for sure. I'm going to be making a mood board for the year here soon. I'll do another video on that as well, just so that I can have the constant daily reminder of this is what we want. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Stay on task. If you start feeling depressed again, little brain, focus on everything that we have accomplished and think of everything that we want to be. Imagine that I'm already there in the spot. How happy do I feel? How little do my stresses bother me? That's where I want to be, and that's where we're going to get. With all of this being said, I hope that it has inspired you to also think about your goals and plan for 2024. I would love to hear what all of your guys' plans are and congratulate you and cheer for you throughout the year. And I think that together we are all going to accomplish a lot. With that, I would like to thank you all again for the consistent support throughout our first year of this, I don't even know what to call it, this art journey, this life, this business adventure. Thank you all for tagging along with me. We are definitely looking forward to the future, and I'm so excited, and hopefully we will see you there. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or want to see more content like art or photography, underwater stuff, then definitely hit like and follow us. Then definitely like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way we stay in your algorithm and you can see all the videos that we upload. And that's it for today. This video was definitely in a different format, and thank you for watching. It's definitely more simple than any of the ones that I have done recently, but one of the most meaningful. So Happy New Year, and we'll see you throughout 2024. Bye.